There may be something very fishy missing from your diet. Omega-3 fatty acids, they're responsible for a lot of things, including brain health and preventing heart disease, but it's something that's slowly disappearing from our Western diet. In fact, 98% of people have low O3 levels below the optimal range. Here to explain why this lost nutrient is so important and how to make sure that we're getting enough of it is Dr. Reagan Bailey from the Global Nutritional Health Alliance. Dr. Bailey, welcome.
Welcome.
So why is this such an important nutrient for our health?
Well, as you mentioned, it's so important for cardiovascular disease prevention. It has important roles not only in eye and brain health, but it helps reduce inflammation in the body.
So inflammation too, as well as brain health and cardiovascular. It sounds like there's a lot of things that omega-3 fatty acids help with.
Yes, a lot of very important things in the body.
So there was a study that was done recently. What did this study reveal about people's understanding of the importance of omega-3s?
So what was interesting in the study conducted by the Global Nutrition and Health Alliance is that most people knew that omega-3s were important for their health. Most people knew where to get omega-3s, but most people weren't doing that. And as you alluded to, 98% of people in our study who weren't using dietary supplements were not getting enough from their diet.
Very interesting. So people are aware of the importance, or at least they say they're aware on paper, so to speak, but why has O3 become a lost nutrient, and what can we do about including that in our diets?
Well, we call it a lost nutrient because there are not a lot of foods that naturally have omega-3 fatty acids in them. And so traditionally, when salmon and many types of fish were wild caught, there are more omega-3s in wild caught fish. When we have transitioned to farm raising fish, the fish that we eat, the content of omega-3s depends on what they eat. So they are typically fed corn and other things that aren't naturally high in omega-3s. And so the farm-raised fish actually has less omega-3 fatty acids than wild-caught fish. And so we have a lot more consumption of farm-raised fish than wild-caught fish. So there's not a lot of natural food sources. We do have some foods that are fortified with omega-3 fatty acids, and those include milks. Both cow and soy have fortified. If you look on the label, you can't assume that these products just naturally have them. You have to look for these types of products. Fortified eggs, for example, and also some types of juices. So you have to read the label if you're looking for omega-3 fatty acids in the grocery store.
Read the label, so important. And I'm really surprised to hear, I guess I never really thought about how much different the nutrient content for farm-raised fish would be different from wild-caught fish. And I think most people probably assume that, hey, if I eat fish, I'll be getting my omega-3s, but you have to be careful to make sure that you're eating the wild-caught fish if you really want to get the omega-3s. Is that correct?
And that's the real take-home of the study, is that even if people are doing the right things, they think they're getting enough, but they're actually not. And so that's why it's important to be cognizant of that.
Absolutely. So if your own diet isn't giving you enough omega-3s, how do you know what types of supplements that will provide that for you?
That's a great question. So we encourage consumers to look for dietary supplements that contain EPA and DHA. So it's not enough to go to the supermarket and pick up any product that simply says fish oil. You have to be a savvy shopper and look for EPA and DHA. Those are the omega-3 fatty acids that we're talking about that are naturally found in fish. So make sure that you read the labels there as well.
So reading the labels, again, so important. Is there anything else that people can be doing in terms of diet or just foods to avoid maybe when they're trying to decide how to get more omega-3 fatty acids in their diet?
Well, what's interesting is when we tailor food messages, we're often telling people, take this out of your diet. We're actually asking people to eat more fish. So we're not trying to be restrictive. There's nothing that you can eliminate from your diet that will increase your omega-3 fatty acids. We ask that you increase them through fish consumption, fortified foods, or dietary supplements.
Three things: fish consumption, fortified foods, and dietary supplements. Where can viewers go if they want to learn more?
The Global Nutrition and Health Alliance has a website, and the URL for that is globalnutritionhealth.org.
globalnutritionhealth.org. Well, Dr. Reagan Bailey, thank you so much for joining us. Lots of good information there. We appreciate you taking the time out of your day.
Thank you so much, Justin. Pleasure speaking with you.
Dr. Reagan Bailey from the Global Nutritional Health Alliance joined us to talk about the importance of omega-3 fatty acids in our diets and where we can find them. Don't go away, there's more Restaurant Show coming up right after the break, so stick around.